Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Julia, a hypnotherapist and a spiritual coach, and today we are talking about past lives versus parallel lives. And we are answering questions from people who have had past life regressions, such as, is time linear? Do I have multiple lives going on at the same time? Is it possible for me to reincarnate in the past after I die? And during regressions, can I see myself in the future? Usually, people do past life regressions to gain a spiritual experience or for psychotherapeutical purposes. Now, this allows us to journey outside of the boundaries of time and space that we have established here on Earth and experience past lives from earlier incarnations. If you want to learn more about past life regressions, you can find my video right here in the info box where I talk in depth about it. You can also find it in the description box below. I have guided many of my clients through past life regressions, and some of them have seen fragments of their soul's journey in the distant future or at the same time as their current existence. Now, assume that I was born in the 90s. I wasn't, but let's just assume that I was. During a past life regression, I see myself reincarnated in a different life in the year of 2000. So is it possible to live in two places and two different time periods at the same time? I, like many others, thought that the cycle of reincarnation is linear. So a soul is born and it incarnates. The soul returns to the dimension between lives after the body dies. In that dimension, the soul evaluates that life and then chooses to reincarnate in order to continue working on the same or different lessons. And this cycle repeats itself until the soul perfects itself and until it attains divine consciousness. As a result, reincarnation is viewed as a sequential progression of our soul. Our other lives or existences are considered previous lives, right? Future lives are rarely investigated since, according to our perception, the future had not yet occurred. But outside of our Earth's dimension, time is not linear, it is always now. As a result, each existence is both still unfolding and has already concluded in the present time. In quantum theory, all the possibilities exist simultaneously in a multiverse that is made up of independent parallel universes. Everything is made up of quantum particles, and these particles can exist in more than one place at the same time. Therefore, there is no such thing as time or space. So we exist in a multi-dimensional universe. Our souls can have countless incarnations and travel around the universe in many other dimensions at the same time, just as the rays of the sun can touch many different places at the same time. We can regress to any time and place because, like I said, there is no time or space. And the idea that we are born, we live, we die, we're born again is inaccurate, as time is not linear. Now, trust me, I understand how difficult it is for many people to fathom this. Accepting this concept was very challenging for me as well. If time doesn't exist, then in a single moment, the past, the present, and the future can coexist. It's possible that you'll be reincarnated, and this life could just be a fraction of the size in a long line of lives that make up your soul's identity. Now, this theory cannot be proved, but also it cannot be denied. When we do past life regressions, we can perceive multiple dimensions of reality, where all versions of ourselves are happening simultaneously. So our existence is not linear. We do not divide our identity along a period that begins at birth and it concludes at death. Our souls have cyclical lives, if you like. So this can explain the déjà vus, right? An infinite number of you could be in multiple places at the same time, doing different things or the exact same thing at the same time, and that would happen when two universes interact for a short amount of time and they are in sync. And this would give you the impression that you had already done this particular thing you're doing in that moment. And that is the theory of the deja vu. Well, one of them. As I said before, I know it's a hard concept to wrap your mind around. Regardless, being aware of past versions of yourself, fantasy or not, can be extremely therapeutical. And that's what I always say to my clients, not to investigate that much, not to overanalyze these past lives. Is it past? Is it future? Is it at the same time as my current life? Because these hidden identities or parts of ourselves can explain a lot of the challenges that we are facing with in our current existence. Looking back on our previous incarnations, who we decided to be, the relationships we chose to be in, what our life purpose used to be, may help us figure out why we incarnated into this life and what life lessons and purposes we are here to fulfill. And through regressions, recognizing the root cause of our difficulties in this life is therapy in and of itself, as it releases blockages in our mind, our bodies, our souls, resulting in improved physical and mental health, emotional release, harmonious relationships, all of this allowing us to live a happier life in the present. If you would like to try a past life regression, try this one up here, and I will link below the other guided past life regressions that I have uploaded on YouTube. Soon, I will record a guided progression so you can have the opportunity to see your future existences, although like I said, there is no future, but just for the sake of it, let's just call it that. If you would like a one-on-one session for a past life regression, get in touch by visiting my website at hypnoticoaching.com. Now, I would like to know your opinion on parallel lives. Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe as I upload new content every week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.